Well, hello and welcome everybody to our weekly introduction to LifeWave. This is one of my favorite times of the week where we get to come together and I get to share with you this incredible technology that is truly changing lives and people's health all across the globe. And my name is Christy Chapman, and I've been with LifeWave and this beautiful company for a little over 3.5 years. And I'm eternally grateful that this company and this technology came into my life for so many reasons. Now, if you're a guest here tonight, welcome, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to learn more about X39, which is our stem cell patch that we're mostly going to be talking about tonight, and the effects that it's having on people's health and age reversal and so much more. So if you're a guest, again, welcome. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat and we'll get those answered for you at the end. So I want to just start by sharing a little bit about my story and why I'm so passionate. And I will be sharing LifeWave with you all for the rest of my life. And this is the reason why. I started, like I said, 3.5 years ago because I hurt my foot. And it was bruised and swollen and very painful. But a dear friend of mine shared this technology with me. And he said, why don't you put this little patch on your foot? It looks like this, like a Band-Aid. Many of you know what it looks like. And let's see what happens. And once you know it, and it doesn't happen for everybody, but within a couple hours, my foot pain went away. So for 2 weeks, I couldn't walk on it properly, couldn't work out at the gym. And I love to go to the gym. And so the next day I was at the gym and my wheels started turning. I was like, okay, what is this? And I did my own research and I decided that this is something that I wanted to share with people because I know people that are in pain. I know people that are just suffering from health elements. I know people that would love age reversal. I'm in my 50s, so of course, who wouldn't want age reversal? And it's not just the vanity, it's what's going on the inside, aging our heart backwards, our brain backwards, and so much more. So I got excited and it just started growing organically. And then this is what happened to my son about 4 months later after I started LifeWave. So I tell people I didn't start LifeWave because of my foot. God just led me to this company with my foot, but it was really for my son. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but he was in a horrible motorcycle accident. He had lots of brain damage, lots of physical damage, and they didn't think he was going to make it. But luckily, the doctors knew about this technology because someone had enough courage to share with Andrew's doctor 2 years prior. And so she said yes to LifeWave, and I was patching Andrew and praying. Now, when he woke up, we didn't know if he would have brain damage, and we learned very shortly that he had good long-term and short-term memory. And then they told us that it would take about a year or two for Andrew to get back to his new normal. And I'm happy to say that in 6 months, this is a before and after picture of 6 months of Andrew. And he was in an extensive rehab program with 3 other men. He was the worst one going in, the fastest one to graduate. And I'm extremely proud of him. He put in the work, that's for sure, but the technology definitely helped him. And we always give thanks to God. And after 6 months, he was driving, working, thriving, never got addicted to pain medication, and never went through a depression, which can happen. And 1.5 years later, the doctor said, you know, we've never seen anybody live through what Andrew's been through, let alone thrive as well as Andrew's doing. Do you think, he said this to my son, do you think it's your mom's patches? And of course, we give God the glory first, but we believe that God gives us tools to help heal the body. And that's exactly what these patches did for Andrew. And he said yes. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm forever going to share this with people. And I would appreciate it if you like what you see tonight. Please don't keep this a secret. We're here every Monday, and we would love to have you with us and definitely share this technology with people. So I'm going to go over mainly X39. I'm going to share a little bit about the history of LifeWave and how we came about. I'm also going to, hold on, I'm just going to admit a few people here. Okay. I'm also going to talk about this gentleman here. LifeWave would not be where it's at today if it wasn't for this gentleman, David Schmidt. He's our founder, our CEO, and the scientist. And really, this technology was born well over 20 years ago. David was contracted by the government with the elite Navy SEALs to come out with a technology to help the Navy SEALs have energy without stimulants. And that's when our first patch, Energy Enhancers, was born. Then he lost the contract because of 2019. Olympics got a hold of them, and then they were breaking their personal best to the point where they had to get drug tested. And everyone passed because this is a non-transdermal patch. Nothing is going to enter into the bloodstream, and nothing's going to interfere with any medications that you're currently on. So then David was like, well, gosh, how am I going to get this to the average person across the globe? And that's when LifeWave was born in 2004. So that was over 20 years ago. Many of you are probably on the line or on the Zoom going, well, gosh, if it's been around for 20 years, how come I haven't heard about it? Well, we just started really growing in massive numbers to the point where we're the fastest growing company in network marketing now. And is because of X39. X39 came out in 2019. And that is when our company started exploding. And that's the stem cell patch that we're going to talk about tonight. And that's changing so many lives. And David's mission and purpose is truly to help 1 billion homes. But now we have technology that's coming out that's even going to impact multiple billions of homes. So honored and privileged to be a part of this movement and a part of this mission of healing the world and soon the planet. We have lots of good things coming up. So let's talk about LifeWave a little bit. We're both a brand and a technology. And up until this year, we were really known as a patch company. But starting this year, we have some technology, and I'm not going to go into details, but we have supplements made with light coming. We have water. It's age reversal healing water that's made with light. And that's coming out this year, and so much more. So if you would like to learn more about that, please get back to the person that invited you, and we can definitely share what this exciting technology is coming about. And all this technology is going to help our X39 patch work even better. If you can believe that, it already works amazing. But LifeWave patches are innovative, they're unique, and they're made with cutting edge technology. This is something that you're never going to see anywhere else. And I'm sure you remember that I said it's non-transdermal. So how is the patches working if nothing is entering into the bloodstream? Well, it's called phototherapy, or otherwise known as photobiomodulation. And this is something that's been, invented decades and decades ago. And this is something that is truly going to be changing the way the health and wellness industry is, and the healthcare industry, as a matter of fact. So this is like an infrared wearable device, if you will. And what this little patch is doing, you put it on your skin, and it's creating heat, low levels of heat coming in and out of your skin, and it's creating change in the body. So inside each patch, they're organic crystals, and they're engineered with a specific frequency that is going to activate your own body's healing intelligence. So you put the patch on for 12 hours during the day, preferably, and drink lots of water, X39, and you're going to let your body heal. And it's going to stimulate the skin again, telling your brain it's time to wake up. And when we talk about the patch X39, those old dormant stem cells that went to bed years ago. Okay, so it's pretty exciting. And it's kind of like acupuncture. So we call this acupuncture to go. And you're going to put it on acupuncture points. You can put it on the back of the neck or below the belly button. That's where we had our clinical trials. We now are at over 100 clinical trials. So we know that this technology works. We don't have to think, gosh, are you sure this is going to work? We know because we have the patents and we have the clinical trials. But if you have pain, I would encourage you to put X39 directly on the point of pain, just like I did with my foot, because it's going to, and just know if you put it, like say I put it on my foot, it's going to work systemically throughout the whole body. So it's going to still work on my brain and my heart, in my organs, and the inflammation that I had in my blood. There's no drugs, no chemicals, and no stimulants in these patches, which we're very happy about. And again, we have over 150 patents now. So we know that we're protected. We know that the science is there. And if you would like to do a deeper dive, because some of you guys like to do research, and I respect that, go to frequencypatchesinfo.com. And Renata, if you could please put that in the chat, that would be wonderful. Frequencypatchesinfo.com, and you can watch the 2 short videos. And then you're going to do a deeper dive if you'd like. You can look at the testimonies, you can look at the patents, you can look at the clinical trials, what the doctors are saying. There's a video on David, and that would be a great place for you to get more research. And then if you're the kind of person that's on Facebook and you would like to be in a testimonial group, I add a testimonial in there every single day. They're so powerful. And you can ask the person that invited you to add you to this group. It's called Living Healthy with Me VIP, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy that. So what are stem cells anyway? So stem cells are neutral cells, and they're universal cells. And before I got into this company, I only really knew about stem cell injections, which I'm sure you're pretty familiar with. And however, those injections are super expensive. I just heard the other day that somebody went to a seminar and they said that one injection was like a couple $1,000s, and they needed at least 6 or 7 injections to do what they said it was going to do. And then there's no guarantee that these injections are going to work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You're at risk for infection. And a lot of times there's somebody else's stem cells. Now we have a patch, again, X39, that is going to activate your own dormant stem cells. And it's going to allow your body to heal. Because did you know that the less stem cells that you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal? I had no idea before I started this company that that was the fact, but that is. And when you're 35, you have half of your stem cells left. Half. They start declining at 25. Then at 35, you have half of your stem cells left. 60, you have about 10% of your stem cells left. Oh boy, so what does that mean? That means that you won't heal as quick if you get a wound or you have surgery or you get brain fog or you don't sleep as good at night. You don't have energy during the day and you have to take a nap all the time. So with the patch X39, that's going to help all of that because we're going to activate our own stem cells to a younger state, which is so exciting. X39 is the world's first and only stem cell therapy that's going to activate your stem cells during the day when you wear it for 12 hours. And then it's going to regenerate and let your body rest for 12 hours at night so your body can heal and repair itself to a younger state. And what's so exciting is there's organic crystals in this patch. I talked about that a little bit. And each patch, we have 11 patches total, but we focus on X39. It's engineered with a specific frequency that's going to activate a peptide in your body. So X39 is going to activate a copper peptide in your body called GHKCU. You can see that here on the screen. And if you do nothing else after this Zoom, Google what GHKCU can do for your body and do research on that. You will be so amazed that you're going to wonder, why haven't I heard this before? But this is actually the holy mother grail of age reversal. So it is the best kept secret. And it's been around, they've been doing research on this for well over 50 years. X39 is affordable. It's ethical. We're not using anybody else's stem cells. And it costs really, before shipping and tax, $3.33. That's it. That's less than a cup of coffee so that you can have better health. So I always tell people, invest in your health, because if you don't now, you're going to really you're going to pay later, right? And so let's keep our bodies healthy. It requires no injections, which I know you're so excited about, especially, and my son. I know he hates injections, so he wouldn't have wanted to do that. Here's just a few things that our stem cells can do when we activate them in the body. The most popular one is going to be pain and inflammation. 1 out of 3 people, unfortunately, are in some kind of pain. And if you're not in pain now, you never know when that's going to happen. And I'll give you an example. I started because I hurt my foot, but at the gym, I've hurt my knee, I've hurt my shoulder, and I've hurt my wrist. And you know what? I put the patch right on there, and within days, I am feeling better, which is so exciting. So you never know when you need to activate and make sure those stem cells are working. Wound healing and skin remodeling. I always encourage people, please, please take pictures, because you will think a scar won't go away, whether it's a burn or a wound or a cut. Those old scars will disappear. So take pictures so that you have proof. Energy and vitality at the cellular level. This is not a caffeine type of energy. This is a cellular energy, which is so refreshing. I can't even take naps anymore if I wanted to. When my feet hit the floor in the morning, I'm ready to rock and roll, and I have energy throughout the day and no more caffeine for me, which I'm excited about. I love this one because I am a gym rat. I go to the gym. And sports performance. Imagine if you are in your 50s and you can work out and have a lot of energy, you have a lot of stamina, you can recover quicker, and you're getting results like you did when you were younger. That is super exciting. And if you're not in the gym and maybe you just like to do pickleball or work around the house or gardening, painting your house, those muscles that you use, they're not going to be as sore the next day, which is really, really exciting. I love this cognitive and brain function and brain fog. We're seeing evidence of this improve within 7 days. That's it, 7 days of wearing the patch X39, and we're seeing proof that is improving our brain health and our cognitive health, which is so exciting. Vascular health and reduces blood pressure. It also will help with cholesterol. We have lots of people that are having extreme benefits with their heart. And again, we've seen lots of improvement with the heart within the first 7 days as well, which is exciting. And another one of my favorites is age reversal of more than 4,000 of your gene expressions to a younger state. That is so exciting. This is 1/3 of your gene expressions. 4,000 is 1/3 of your gene expressions. And that just simply means that every day you're wearing this patch, you're aging a day backwards instead of a day forward. How would you like that? That's super exciting. I love that when I heard about it. And I know for me, I've taken scans and I've definitely aged backwards there quite a bit. And my doctor said that my organs are like a teenager, which I'm very happy about. I'm 54, so not nowhere close to being a teenager. If you know anybody or you are going to be having a surgery anytime soon, please get them on the patches, wear them before, during, and after. We've had people that have prevented having surgeries, but we can't guarantee anything. But this is 2 weeks post-surgery, and look at the scar healing. It's unbelievable with their shoulder surgery. The middle one is a car accident, and this wound literally went through all the way to his hand, both sides of his hand, to the point where they were going to amputate his hand. But the parents were patch partners, and they said, we're going to patch him, please sew him up. And this is 63 days later. Right-handed, has full function in his hand. And look at that. You can't even see a scar. And most importantly, no pain medication. Anytime we can get people to have no pain medication is a good day. I'm sorry, I was letting somebody in. Okay, knee replacement, very, very painful. Now, this gentleman is close to his 80s. So remember, the less stem cells we have, the faster we age and the slower we heal. So he had surgery in his late 70s. So it's going to take a long time to heal. But look at this, 5 weeks later, his wound looks amazing. And he had full function in his knee, which is so exciting. Now, this young gentleman snowboarding had a job interview during these a couple of days after the accident. Parents put some patches on him. And after 5 days, you can hardly even see he has a little tiny scar or a little scratch above his lip. And wow, that healing is remarkable. Now, another older gentleman hit his face on a countertop, and look at the bruises, the scrapes, the stitches. He's got it all, and the wrinkles and inflammation in day 1. Look at week 7. Bruises gone. The scars are gone. The wrinkles are gone. The inflammation around his neck is gone. This is truly incredible. We always say that when you start to see wound healing disappear, you start to see wrinkles going away, you start to see hair growth, hair turning back to its natural color, that means all is well on the inside. That means that the stem cell patch has been working on the inside with your organs, the stuff that we don't see or feel sometimes. And this is one example of a lady after 1 year of using X39. She truly looks like a younger sister. She looks amazing. I love this one. This is the first person that started patching. On the left, she was sick and 93 years old. And now look at her on the right at this time, 4 years later. Now she's 97. And guess what? She's not sick anymore. And look at her eyes. I always tell people, look at the eyes, because the eyes can tell the story. She looks so much healthier now. So let's review. So you definitely want to wear X39 12 hours on, 12 hours off during the day. Be consistent. Wear the patch every single day. I tell people, put it by your toothbrush. When you brush your teeth, put it on. When you brush your teeth at night, take it off. It's that simple. Give it time. You're activating your stem cells in 24 hours. This is clinically proven. It's also clinically proven that 70% of people will feel something in 30 days. The other 30% need to give it time. We say a month for every decade that you are. So give me at least 6 months, you guys, to activate all those dormant stem cells in your body. And I guarantee you're going to be very, very happy that you did. Drink plenty of water and use good water and electrolytes. Electrolytes are so important for the body, and it's going to help the water absorb into our cells, which is going to help X39 work even better. And if you don't have pain, put it on the back of the neck or below the belly button. If you do have pain, just put it right on the point of pain and let it do its magic, okay? So now I am excited to share some stories with you. So Jason, let's have you share first.
Perfect. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you, Jason.
Christy, thank you for having me. I appreciate everything that you do for us, and it's a pleasure to be here. My story, I started wearing these patches back in July of 2024, and it was brought to me kind of unique situation where I've been going through multiple different health issues, but the one that's been the most life-changing is back in 2017. So about 8 years ago, I absolutely destroyed my wrist playing softball, ran full speed into an outfield wall. And after surgery and a lot of shots and injections and things that didn't really help all that much, I was diagnosed with osteonecrosis in my scaphoid bone in my left wrist. This kept me from being in the gym. It kept me from coaching club baseball. It kept me from playing softball. It kept me for the last 8 years from essentially doing everything that I was accustomed to doing and that I enjoyed doing in my life. And so I have a son who plays baseball, and he has a wonderful hitting coach named Jose Rijo Berger. And his wife, Rebecca, is also a LifeWave member and patch promoter. And I was talking with him 3 or 4 years ago, maybe about 5 years ago. And, he told me, hey, man, you got to look into stem cells. Now, this was 5 years ago. And like you said earlier, my brain goes, okay, well, that's extremely expensive and just not in the cards for me. And we had kind of talked about it back and forth. And about June of this year, I had been in talks with Rebecca about some of the things that were ailing me. And at that time in June of 2024, we had just found out that my son, Kason, my oldest, was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease, which is a thyroid type disease. It attacks the body. And, the way that this went down, after finding that out that day, I had taken him to his high school Bible study. And then later on that night, I was in the Word myself and I was reading, and I just, I prayed that night and I said, Father, if there's any way that we can find something to where Kason doesn't have to be on medication the rest of his life, would you please reveal that to me? And then I really didn't think anything of it. Now, I have a bunch of email addresses for different things, kids, coaching, regular personal work, all those sorts of things. And I don't get notifications on my Gmail unless I'm in that specific email. And so the next day, I had opened up my emails at work, and I had email from Rebecca, and she said, gave me basically her testimony. And she said, you know what? The reason that I continue to take this patch and wear this patch for the 2 years I've been doing it is because my holistic naturopath doctor just told me recently that I have just reversed my 20-year battle with Hashimoto's. And I was floored. And then I looked at the email and it was timestamped the exact same time I was praying about it the night before.
Oh,
And
I love that.
this is a God story. This is a Jesus thing. This is answered prayer. I mean, I've been praying about having uh, my wrist and other things feel better for so long. And 6 weeks into taking the patches, I've had throat pain for 2 years. I'm a baseball player. This is not something I'm proud of, but I've been chewing since I was in college. So the second my throat's been hurting for 2 years, I'm thinking, this is it. This is what you get. Cancer's coming, and that's how I felt about it. 6 weeks into wearing the patches, my throat pain was gone. I've had 20 years worth of undiagnosed stomach issues. I've had every test known to man that you could possibly think of. Nobody can figure out what's going on with my stomach. 2 months into wearing the patches, my wife goes, "Hey, you know what? You haven't really been complaining about your stomach lately." And I said, huh, "You're right. That's crazy." And then, as of about October, so about 3 or 4 months into wearing the patches, I decided I'm going to try and go back to the gym. My wrist wasn't hurting as much when I'm typing at work. I'm in finance. I work for Bell Bank here in Arizona. And my wrist was starting to feel better. So I went to the gym. I've been in the gym since October, lifting heavy weights like I normally did. Being in the gym was something that I've always done. And, I'm sorry, I didn't want to go longer than 2 to 3 minutes, but this is God needs the glory for this.
Yes,
And
yes.
not only, David Schmidt, the people at the top, the creator, they're all God people. And that's what just made it feel so right for me. I've been doing this 7 months now. I will never stop. This stuff is true. The science and the technology is there. The patents are real. People are truly being healed by this. And I just want to give all the glory to God. Thank you for
Oh,
letting me share.
Jason, that was amazing. That was amazing. I love, we work together, but I haven't heard your story like that before. So I'm like in tears here, trying to like hold back the tears. But this is exactly why we need to patch it forward, you guys, because there are people that are praying for something, whether that's, healing or time freedom or financial freedom. And I'm just so grateful that you found LifeWave. God is good. I love it. I love it. All right, Jessica, would you like to unmute and share one of your friends' stories, please? Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are
I can
you?
only see you, so I'm not sure if you guys can see me, but so good. Yeah, I have a lot of awesome things for myself too, but I just want to share like what's been happening with people that I've been patching because it's been awesome. I've been having a goal to like just put a patch on people if I see them in pain or whatever. And the first guy had a frozen shoulder, and he was with his wife and had for 8 months only could move it to here and couldn't sleep at night. And I put one on him, and he said it went down to like a 5, and he had more range of motion. And I had learned in a conference that you can stack them on top of each other. So I put one more, and he was like going like this. He's like, "Oh my gosh." And he's like, for the first time in 8 months. And it was within 5 minutes. So for me, I'm just like, if I was rich, I would give these away to everybody because you can see people's quality of life changing. And then there's somebody on the call tonight who I met at a networking event. And that night I patched 3 people, and she was one of them. She said she hadn't slept for a while and she has neck pain. So I put one on her, and she messaged me the next morning that she had a good night's sleep. So that was a praise. And then the other guy had bone on bone knee pain, and I can't remember if he said he was getting surgery, but he said that he's always in pain, and we put it on him. And I hadn't talked to him for about 20 minutes. And within 20 minutes, one patch, said that he didn't even feel any pain, like bone on bone. And then I can't remember the third one, but yeah, it's just like that. Oh, and then, oh yeah, lady at Sprouts, she was packing my groceries, and she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Are you in pain?" And she was like, "Yeah, I have something with my back." And I was like, "Can I put something on you? Like I have this patch." And she was like, "I'll take anything." And like she pulled on her pants in Sprouts and like let me put it on her butt cheek. And like she was like gave me a hug after like a minute, and she was like, "Oh my gosh," like walking around, she was like telling her coworkers. And then 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, one of my neighbors I've never met was walking with a cane, and my dog jumped our fence and like went and talked to her dog. And I just started talking, and I was like, so I just asked her like why she has a cane, and she said she just went down from a walker to one cane. And I said, are you in pain? And she's like, I'm always in pain. And I had her lift up her leggings, and I put one on her knee, and I walked her home because it was getting dark, and she said she doesn't see well in the dark. And by the time we got to her house, she said that she had no pain. So like, and it's just like, if you put them on people, like it works. Like all you have to do is put them on people. So
Definitely. And you're definitely a queen for doing that. You patch people all the time, every day. And, like we learn, 1 or 2 out of 3 people are in pain. So, you guys, we have so much work to do. Imagine the possibilities of all the people that we can help. Thank you so much for
You're
sharing,
welcome.
Jessica. I appreciate you and all that you do. All right, Tara, let's hear your story. I heard it's amazing.
Well, it's to me it's amazing. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I am the Atlanta chapter director of the eWomen Network, and Therese had come to one of our strategic business introductions. It happened to be at my office that day, and she was talking about these patches. And I have osteoarthritis and what they call centralized fibromyalgia. So all of the inflammation and everything is literally centralized around my spinal cord and my neck. And I'd had a fusion back in 2019, and they were saying I was going to have another one. And I'm on enough drugs to kill an elephant, and I'm always in pain. And she could tell I was in pain. My shoulders were up to my ears, and, she could tell on my face I was in pain. And she said, can we just put one on you and see how it works? And so I'm thinking, I will do, I'm like all these other people, I will do anything just to have some relief. And Cindy, who also was there that day, is on the call tonight. And we were all just kind of walking around the office. And, some of them said something about the fact that they could tell in my face that I was in less pain already. And this was like 5 minutes after she had put it on me. And I realized that my shoulders were down and I wasn't all hunched up like this because, there's usually a massive knot on my neck from the muscles just being tense all the time and being in pain. But also, I have severe bursitis in my hip to the point where, like, I usually can't walk well. Sometimes I don't sleep well because of it, and because of my neck. I was supposed to have a shot the beginning of February for my hip. I've actually put that off because I have not been in pain. I literally can sleep on my right side, which I've not been able to do in years. I actually am wearing 2 patches. I have the X39 on my spine in the back. I have is it pronounced Eon? Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
On the front for the inflammation. And then tonight when I go to bed and brush my teeth, I'll switch those out and put the sleep patch behind my ear because I actually sleep when I have my sleep patch on, which is incredible. And, my husband, it's funny because he's a mechanical engineer and he's like, oh, it's just a patch. There's nothing really, he tries to logic his way out of it. But then when he actually wears it, he's not in as much pain either. But I did not think about and didn't know the whole put the patch on the pain spot. So tomorrow I'm going to have him put it on his shoulder and see if that doesn't make an even bigger difference. But it's funny because all this came about the time that I was reading the book by Tony Robbins called Life Force. And it's talking about all the different things, one of which being stem cells. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the world could I afford some upteen thousands of dollars worth of shots in my neck? And then here this comes along. And just like the guy said a minute ago, you're praying for relief. You're literally, and you're very serious about it. And God knows your heart. And it is a God thing. It is a godsend. And my hope is that when I go back to the rheumatologist, that there's such a decrease in my inflammation markers that I can start to come off of some of these things like Celebrex and Lyrica and all of those things, because I don't want to be on these things that can cause cardiovascular issues and whatever. And so my hope is that I get to start weaning off of some of those things and, ultimately just be patched up. So.
Yes. Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. And I can't wait to hear your story. You'll have to come back in like 5 months or so and tell us that you're off of those pain medicine. That's so exciting. Thank you so much for sharing. And this truly is an answer to so many people's prayers. So thank you guys for all sharing. That's my favorite part of this Zoom. And just know that we will have a replay for you. So if you would like to share this with somebody that you know that has, tonight was kind of a lot about pain. So if you know somebody that could use this, definitely reach out to the person that invited you so we can have you share with others. So let's go ahead and wrap this up here.
Christy?
Yes.
We have some questions.
Oh, let's do questions. Okay.
Okay, I'll read them out for you.
Okay.
Someone said they saw 2 patches on several people. Can you explain using more than one X39 at a time?
Okay, so there's a group of people in LifeWave that actually stack X39 on the point of pain. So typically we just start with X39 and we put X39 on the pain or the back of the neck or below the belly button, like I explained. Now, if you do have a lot of pain, a good option for you to start with is going to be Eon on the back of the neck. That's going to help with inflammation and stress. Whenever there's pain in the body, there's inflammation and stress. It's our #2 best-selling patch. It works so well with X39, and it's going to help X39. So X39 can help with inflammation like we talked about, but Eon is really going to help your body get that inflammation down much, much quicker and help X39 work faster. Okay, so you can wear multiple patches. Get back to the person that invited you. They'll tell you all about that. But Eon, again, stress, inflammation, focus, and so much more. It's known as our peace patch. So if any of you could use a little bit of peace, I will tell you this patch helped me so much when my son was going through his trauma and rehab, because I just had my head on my shoulders. It helped me so much. God first, obviously, but the Eon did give me a sense of peace. And then also, if you have extreme pain, Eon back of the neck, X39 on the point of pain, you can stack them and put another X39 on the point of pain, and it will help you even further. Okay, so I know Jessica loves to do that, and she has lots and lots of stories where she's helped people with that. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, another question. So Aaron and Maria said there's one of them, I'm not sure if one or both, have several severe chemical sensitivity, meaning to perfumes, deodorants, detergents. Even a little exposure can trigger nausea, migraines, dizziness, and it can last for a long period of time. It's not just annoying, it's debilitating. I wonder if which patch could help me with this.
Okay, so I would always start with X39 and Eon. And I think Jessica has similar situations with that. And I think she would agree with me. So X39 and Eon, yes?
I would also suggest glutathione because
Okay.
the chemical sensitivities are usually due to buildup of toxins in your body. And the glutathione, don't do it every day, but maybe every like 3rd day, it can really help detoxify your body. Just a suggestion.
Yes. Yep. Thank you, Renata.
Yeah, they also said I have 3 bulging discs in my neck and 1 in my back that also cause a lot of pain.
Yep, I would do Eon on the back of the neck and X39 on the point of pain. And if you need to, you can put another one on top of it.
That looks good. Will it hurt if you stop the patch for a few days, or is it like having to start over?
I wouldn't say you're having to start over. It's just know that every day you're wearing the patch, you're aging a day backwards instead of forward. So I would just, if you missed a couple days, just pick up right back where you left off.
Okay. And
it's not going to hurt you though, and your body's not going to be in pain by any means.
Great. Okay. Best patch combo for cardiovascular help.
I would start with X39 for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And we do have other supporting patches. Just get back to the person that invited you. We don't like to overcomplicate it. X39 is just really the main patch that everybody starts with.
Anybody else have any questions? That's it for the chat.
Thank you for all the questions and for helping with that, Renata. Okay, so and you can ask at the end too. So there's a couple more things to consider here. The future of wellness is energy, light therapy, and frequency healing. You're gonna see so much more coming out with stem cell therapy, phototherapy, red light therapy for all kinds of different things. And stem cells will be the next trillion-dollar industry. And I believe that with everything that David has coming out and with X39, that we are going to own a huge portion of that trillion-dollar industry and make a huge impact on humanity. So if you're the kind of person that likes to use products and you like to help other people and you have a heart to patch it forward, definitely we have an opportunity here for you, whether it's big or small. You can, share, patch it forward and share with people to pay for your patches, or you can create a dream lifestyle and a legacy here. We have something for everybody, from all the way from the patches to the legacy that you can leave your family, because we have the right products, the right timing. Even though we're a 20-year-old company, we're like a 20-year-old startup company. It's been through everything already. Now we are just in huge momentum. We have David Schmidt, and we have incredible leadership and technology that's coming in the future. And I will tell you that when Andrew was was in the hospital and going through treatment, I literally did not have to worry about a bill or anything financially, because I was earning an income by sharing from my smartphone. And I could do this alongside my schedule when I was helping Andrew, alongside the hospital or the rehab, or when I was waiting in the waiting room. I am eternally grateful for that, because nobody wants to have stress for finances when you're going through something like that. So that's another reason why I'm so grateful for LifeWave. So if you're that kind of person, health freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, again, we have it all here for you. And this is how you're going to join and get started. So we have 3 packages here for you. We call it good, better, and best, the core, advanced, and premium. If you're somebody that would like to earn an income, I would definitely recommend that you get the advanced or premium. And the reason why is because you're going to be like Jessica, and you're going to want to sample this out and share it with as many people as you can. Your family, your friends, people you meet at the grocery store like Jessica. And you want to make sure that you have enough patches for yourself. And you can sell them too if you'd like. Premium is going to definitely give you more than enough. And the higher you go, the more you're going to save, of course, on your patches. But if that is not in your budget, or you just want to start, I want to try this first and see how it works for me. Again, give it time. Please give this technology and your body the respect it deserves by giving it time to heal itself, because it is working within 24 hours. But Core is a good option for you. You can get 3 months of X39. That's a 90-day supply, and you're going to save almost $30 there too. So again, for $3.33 a day, I don't know what kind of health and wellness product out there that you could get this much impact on your health than X39. So I will open it up again for questions. If anybody wants to unmute and ask questions, I'm here for you. Again, we're here every Monday night.
Yeah. Hi, Christy.
Hi, Judy.
It's Judy. I have a guest tonight, Sandra from Dallas, Texas.
Hi, Sandra from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, she just started using the X39.
Oh, wonderful. I saw you praising God over there. I love it.
Yes, great evening. I'm glad to be here. Excited about the product. Day 3 now.
Oh, good. Well, keep patching. Thank you for patching with us. And feel free to reach out if you need any help. I know Judy is great and she can help you, but I'm part of your success team, so I can help as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, and Judy's amazing. And I will reach out also. I will say this. I actually am excited about being on here today and hearing about you could actually double up the patch, to put it on. So I'm excited about tomorrow morning when I, put one on. I want to double the X39.
Yeah, and it's not always required, but if somebody just needs a little extra, it's not harmful.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Yeah, and you can just put one on, drink some water. You guys make sure that you're drinking water as you're patching. Before you put your patch on, drink like 4 ounces of water, and then let the patch, for about 5 minutes or so, and see how you feel. If you need an extra one, put another one on. I did that with my mom's back the other day. And she was amazed at what happened. Like, she could barely walk to the bathroom because she had a kink in her back or something just happened. And wow. She did that. She doubled it. We put one on, waited a little bit, put another one on. She was like, oh my gosh. She was so amazed.
Awesome. That's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yes. Well, welcome to our family. I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much.
Does anybody else have a question that I could support you with?
Jess is sitting right here and she has a question. I just put her on my spot right here, Donna.
Oh, sure. Hi.
Hi. I have a question. Do you have to put the patch on during the day, or can you put it on before you go to bed at night? Because I think I would be more consistent when I take my other medications before I go to bed at night.
Yes. So the reason why we say to wear it during the day is to hydrate. Hydration is so important. So if you can try really hard, again, put it by your toothbrush. I tell my son that all the time. Put it by your toothbrush. Yeah. It will help remind you and get you in that habit. Is it going to hurt? Do some people wear X39 at night? Yeah, they do. But it's preferred during the day so that you can drink lots of water.
Okay. I'll figure it out.
Thank you. You'll get it. You'll get in the right habit. Yeah, and remember, you're going to take it off, put it on in the morning. And then when you take your other supplements at night, you want to take it off.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it's the simplest routine you can ever do for your health and wellness. Honestly. Yes, Renata.
So a couple of quick questions. Let me answer them for you. It's waterproof in the sense that there's adhesive on the back. It will stay on when you take a shower, it'll stay on when you take a pool. If you have a very oily skin or if you put it on lotion, it can come off, but it doesn't go bad. You can actually stick it back on, like stick it at the band of your underwear or stick it on with a Band-Aid, because the crystals inside the patch don't diminish if the patch gets wet. And then another question about someone asked about electrolytes. So 2 best electrolytes are just Celtic salt or Baja Gold, or 2. They both have like 82 of the 92 minerals that our body needs. You can put it in your water. You can take it, just put it under your tongue and dissolve it. Those are the best ones, but other really good ones are Real Light by Redmond's. IV hydration is okay, but it's got a lot of sugar in it. And there's another one. Christy, what was the other one that Therese was recommending? I can't remember the name.
Perfect Amino.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect Amino. That's a good one too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Celtic sea salt you can get anywhere, and even on Amazon, and the bag will last you forever. You just put a little dab underneath your tongue in the morning.
Yeah, I actually keep some next to my desk here, and I just nibble on it during the day.
There you go.
I'm so weird.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I've learned so much from you.
Then someone asked, can you double up? You say you double up. Do you put one patch on top of the other?
Yeah. Yes. It's like a hamburger. Yeah. Just stack them.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a doctor that started doing that in Arizona. And I will be honest with you, he does up to 3. So that's just what he does. So you do that. You do you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I think that one more, is the patch good for pancreatic insufficiency? I don't know what that is, so I'm not answering that one.
Well, I would say, so pancreas, that's organs, right? So I would definitely do X39, and I would do Eon too, because honestly, X39 and Eon can help with a lot of different things, because a lot of diseases and a lot of health issues come from inflammation. And if we can get the inflammation down with the patch and with our food, let's be careful with our food too. Food causes inflammation. So definitely, I would start with those 2. Any other questions?
Miriam, do you have a question?
Yeah, Christy, I saw Ivette asked, she texted, because I don't think she can speak. I'm not sure why. But
Okay.
she wanted to know if the patches increase in price, you know, about the pricing, because she's on a fixed income or limited income.
You know what? Yeah. Go ahead.
I believe that was a question.
Okay. So the patches are, you know, David has not increased the price of the patches in 20 years. So imagine that. Like, that's pretty good. Everything else, eggs. How about eggs, you guys? Everything's increasing, right? And but David has not increased the price. Now, when you come in with one of these wholesale packs, we have options for you to even get a greater discount by getting on what we call a maintenance pack. So so it will not go up. If anything, we can get it down a little bit. Okay. So, and we could talk about that, Miriam, too. Just connect her with me. Any other questions? Well, this was so good, you guys. I'm so thankful that you guys were all here. We had almost 50 people on, which is exciting. And I want to let you know, again, we have the recording. We're going to be here every Monday doing the same thing with different testimonies. And Arizona people, we're going to be Pacific time next week. So show up at 6 o'clock and not 7. Okay. So it's always 6 o'clock Pacific time, but Arizona, we're going back to Pacific time. So thank you, testimonies. Thank you, Renata. I appreciate you guys all so much. And go out there and share this technology with the world. Take care. Bye. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, all my guests.
Bye and thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.